Let's quickly talk about NFCU credit card tier list, and this is an updated tier list, if you will. And so here's a review I want you to pay attention to. So when we think about Navy Federal Credit Union cards, you have a see you have several categories, and you have to really do your research first into your financial situation, but also your Navy Fed internal score before actually applying for a specific card, whether you apply right away or you ask them to upgrade you or downgrade you. Okay, so when we talk about a card that's great for everyday spending, I mean everyday spending. It doesn't matter whether you're a single, you're a family man, you're a family woman, you have kids, whatever. The best card for everyday spending, in our view, is the NFCU More Rewards American Express card. Why? Let me break it down for you. This card actually is a great option for those who want to earn rewards every time they spend. I'm talking about every single time you spend. If your goal is to actually earn rewards, you want to go with this card, okay? Navy Federal Credit Union More Rewards American Express card, because the card actually offers a 3 points per dollar at supermarkets, gas stations, at restaurants, and on transit, plus 1 point per dollar for all other purchases. So 3 points per dollar for four categories: supermarkets, gas stations, restaurants, and on transit, and 1 point per dollar for all other purchases. There are also no rewards limits, so that's really good in terms of possibilities. You can score points with every purchase and redeem your points for travel, cashback, gift cards, and more without the worry of actually losing them. And with this card, Navy Fed wants you to have a FICO score of a 600 minimum, and they want you to be a member for 3 months minimum. And it really helps if you have a deeper relationship with the Navy Fed. In other words, if you have a checking account, savings account, all kinds of relationships with them. Okay, and the card stays true to its name too, with more rewards via a welcome bonus. For a limited time, new cardholders can earn 20,000 points, which is really valued at $200 when they spend $2,000 on eligible purchases within 90 days of accounts opening. The card also has no annual fee, so that's really cool. So for other rewards option, you actually I'll be giving you other cards you might want to check out. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Talking about the Navy Fed Credit Union card tier list, the best card for cashback is the NFCU Cash Rewards credit card. So this card is really fantastic. Let me break it down for you. This card offers a competitive cashback rate on all eligible purchases with no annual fee. And this card earns 1.5% cashback, which can be really boosted to up to 1.75% cashback if you have direct deposit at Navy Federal, which is really a no-brainer. If you are with Navy Fed, you can have a partial or total direct deposit with the institution and actually rack up a lot of rewards. Okay, you can redeem for cash, merchandise, or gift cards with no rewards limit, and this is really cool. And this card actually requires you to have a FICO score of a 575. The card wants you to be in good standing, to have your account in good standing, to be with Navy Fed for at least 3 months before applying. And you shouldn't have any sort of strike in terms of check system or some sort of overdraft, whatever. Like, you just gotta have, and the higher the better when it comes to your Navy Fed internal score. So this is the kinds of possibilities I want you to think about. Okay, and for a limited time, as a new cardholder, you can also earn a $250 welcome bonus after spending $2,500 on eligible purchases within 90 days of account opening. And so this is really cool. And what else I wanted to say is that this card actually has this is the kind of card that you want to have if you have a family. Like, if you purchase a lot of stuff in various categories, because see, the thing is that the purchases must be eligible, that's for sure. But in terms of eligibility, they have a pretty large array of purchases that qualify. So that's really good in terms of giving you possibilities there. Okay. And what I wanted to say also is that it's one of those things where you want to actually you want to apply for this card as soon as possible. Remember, 550 minimum, 550 to 575 minimum FICO, and 3 months membership. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of to this topic. We are having a conversation about Navy Federal Credit Union credit card tier list. This is an updated list of the tier list. Next, I want to talk to you about a card that's really great for a low interest. So if you are interested in getting a Navy Fed credit union credit card with low interest, you want to shoot for the Platinum credit card. I mean, that's really the card that you want to have. And this card, they want you to have a credit score of 550. I mean, credit score. Yeah, credit score, FICO score of 550. So that's the minimum for them to actually qualify you. And of course, membership also 3 months prior to applying for this card. So, and this is kind of cool, whether you want to do a product change or just apply for the card itself, it's totally possible, not a problem. And what we love about the card is that not only is it great for low interest, you also have the possibility to actually, like if you have large expenses and you are just trying to really manage your debt in a very strategic way, this card is really interesting. And let me break it down for you. Why? The card actually offers the potential for the lowest ongoing potential variable APR on purchases and balance transfers out of all the Navy Federal Credit Union cards. It could be a great option for those who may carry a balance from month to month. So if you're not, if you like most Americans who carry balances month to month, you might want to go with this card. The Navy Federal Credit Union Platinum credit card actually offers a low variable APR between 11.24% and 18% on purchases and balance transfers. Now, your rate within that range is actually based on your credit profile, but also on your Navy Fed internal score, because this is something that a lot of folks don't state, but Navy Fed actually pays attention to all kinds of criteria before actually setting the limits. And it's important to consider that you will only score the best rate if you have a good credit history, okay? And if you do get a low APR, this card can be a great way to minimize extra charges if you're paying off your balance over time. And even better, that's what we love a lot, there is no annual fee with this card. But the thing is that this is the kind of card where you have to really think twice and ask yourself whether it is worth it. And but overall, it's definitely worth it. That's for sure. For the best card for no or limited credit, the NFCU and Rewards secured credit card is actually fantastic. And for this card, Navy Fed wants you to be with them for 1 month. So 1 month, and you can have a FICO score of 300 minimum. I mean, obviously, this is a secured card, so Navy Fed is not losing anything. It is your money anyway. But the card allows you to actually build credit, but also rack up rewards. Okay, and so we like this secure card option for the ways it can help cardholders establish or rebuild their credit, all while taking advantage of a few rewards offers. So if you don't have a robust credit profile, or you are trying, let's say you're trying to rebuild your credit, your options for credit cards can be limited. A secured option can help in this scenario because it is backed by collateral in the form of a cash deposit. So this deposit can reduce risk for credit card companies like NFCU and increase your chances of approval. So this is really cool. So this is a great option because it is the card is a secure card that also offers 1 rewards point for every dollar spent, points that can be converted into cashback, statement credits, gift cards, and or merchandise. So before applying, as a cardholder, you got to deposit a minimum of $200 into a savings account, which earns interest while serving as the collateral to secure your card. And the cool thing is, this deposit will determine your credit limit. So if you want to have a $1,000 limit, you want to deposit $1,000 in a savings account. Okay, what actually sets this card apart is a regular review process, and that starts after 6 months of activity that could result in the return of your deposit and a transition to an unsecured credit card. And there is also a no annual fee. That's what we love a lot. I mean, some secure cards charge you like a crazy amount of fees, and but this card doesn't do it. And this is really cool. And it's one of those things where you want to really see where you are at right now in terms of your credit history and where you want to be, let's say 3 or 6 months from now. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Navy Federal Credit Union credit cards tier list. This is an updated version of this list. Let me talk to you about the best card for business if you are looking into the Navy Fed sort of a portfolio. And this is the NFCU Gold Biz Rewards MasterCard. And so what we love about the card is that it's really flexible. It's not the best business card around. I mean, you have you have better business cards from Chase, from Wells Fargo, from Bank of America, from Citi, or all the other mid-tier banks. But this card actually is great for Navy Fed owners, okay? And it's great for business owners who want a card with no annual fee. We actually recommend to business owners that they separate their business and personal finances, which makes getting a specific card for a business actually a good idea. I mean, if you have a business and you are a Navy Fed member, it's really good to think about how to increase your chances of getting the card real fast. And this card actually, the Navy Fed Gold Biz Rewards MasterCard, has a no annual fee and offers up to 1 point for every dollar spent. And you can score rewards points with no limits or earning caps. But now this card actually has 2 levels of eligibility. So first of all, on the individual level, but also at the business level. So when we talk about the individual level, you got to have a FICO score of a 575 to qualify, and you have to be a member of at least 3 months before actually qualifying. So that's at the individual level. Of course, you got to have also your account must be in good standing and all the blah blah blah. Okay. At the business level, Navy Fed doesn't pay attention to your paydesk score, but they want you to be in business for at least 3 months, and you also have to be a Navy Fed business member. So you got to be an individual member, but also you got to be a business member in good standing. So that's kind of important in terms of talking about membership at both levels, and those memberships must be in good standing. I mean, you can't have a bad an individual membership in bad standing and have a good membership on the business side. It wouldn't work that way. I want to talk to you about a card that's great for travel. So if you are actually looking into the Navy Fed Credit Union credit cards tier list and you're looking for a card that's really great for travel, you want to go for the NFCU Visa Signature Flagship Rewards credit card. And this card is kind of fantastic because it's great for members who want rewards they can use towards travel. And with the Navy Fed Credit Union Visa Signature Flagship Rewards credit card, you actually earn 3 points for every dollar you spend on travel and 2 points on all other purchases. This is really cool in terms of the flexibility the card gives you in terms of allocating your points. And take the points you earn and redeem them for travel, cash, gift cards, or merchandise. The choice is totally yours. That's your call. The only thing is this card actually has an annual fee. It's not as crazy high as what you have with American Express or Chase. This card is only charging you a $49 annual fee. Of course, this card doesn't have the same benefits that those well-established cards do have. But hey, listen, it's still worth it. The card has no foreign transaction fees. The card has a $100 statement credit towards TSA pre-check or global entry every 4 years. And the card has no limits on the amount of points you can earn. So the card actually makes for a great travel companion. So we love that a lot in terms of the flexibility the cards are giving you across the board. So you have the possibility to get things done fast, and you can actually travel. You can travel the world and actually use the card appropriately. Now, this card actually wants you to be with Navy Fed for at least 3 months, and you got to have a FICO score of 600 to qualify for this card. And so 3 months minimum. And of course, your account, your Navy Fed account, has to be in good term, in good standing. Otherwise, you won't qualify. And one thing I also want to say about this card is that it gives you the possibility to enroll other Navy Fed members without them actually going through the 3 month sort of eligibility requirements. If you are already in good standing, you can actually enroll your other family members right away without any sort of conditions. So that's really good. So let me give you the overview you need to really keep in mind when we think about the NFCU credit cards tier list. The thing is that when we talk about the NFCU cards in general, especially the cards, the tier list, you got to really, first of all, think about your financial situation and think about what kind of credit profile you currently have. And when I talk about credit profile, I'm speaking about your credit score, but also your Navy Fed internal score. That will determine what kind of cards you could qualify for. Of course, you also got to pay attention to your lifestyle, because your lifestyle is going to dictate what kind of cards you will be attracted to, like whether you love to have a travel credit card or a cashback credit card. So that's really good. And but just remember that you got to be a Navy Fed credit union member for at least 1 to 3 months before you could qualify for any cards on this list. Okay, and also pay attention to the credit score, the different credit scores that I even mentioned when it comes to the different cards. Now, card applications are only open to members of the credit union, and eligibility is restricted to current and former service members, certain Department of Defense civilian employees, family members of both groups, and others. Okay, and so once you have one of these cards, you want to make sure you are clear on the perks that come with each. Every Navy Fed card has unique perks, so make sure to check your card terms, and your credit card agreement should include the details, and customer service could help you, clarify matters if you have any question. Okay. What we love about Navy Fed is that they tend to provide more personalized customer service to their members. So Navy Fed's 24/7 access to representatives is a major benefit of membership, and you shouldn't be shy about asking for their help when you need it. So that's really, and again, I'm talking about all kinds of help. Questions about the cards, but also questions about all accounts, like checking accounts, savings accounts, their share certificates, for instance. If you want to have a loan, for instance, if you want to have a lot of credit. Now, nowadays, they don't actually offer a lot of credits anymore, but if you can get a loan from Navy Fed, not a problem. The maximum loan amount is $50,000. On the business side, you can also get a loan, but the maximum is $250,000. In terms of credit cards, they tend to limit the maximum sort of a line to $25,000 to $50,000. But hey, listen, it's still worth it anyway. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I gave you a Navy Fed Credit Union credit cards tier list, is the updated version, and I give you the review, the overview, and now the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.